What's up, guys? It's Ole here, bringing another Pokemon Nerd Wi-Fi battle. And this one's actually two battles. I have a double header here for you, because these were relatively short battles, and I was testing my team for ELO's Steam Team tourney. So that's what I'm just gonna bring a double header, two really short, quick matches that were really fun. So, I'll lead off with my Scavalier, and he leads off with the Virizion. Now, this is in a Scavalier, so, but look, I don't know. I forgot why I chose to lead with this thing, but I had a feeling it would be a good lead because nothing can take a Mega Horn that well. And Choice Ben is Cavalier with a Mega Horn takes it kills everything in sight. That crit definitely didn't matter because Virizion has like 70 or 80 base defense. That crit didn't matter. Now he goes into Germanitan and I'm like, crap, he's gonna kill me with the Flare Blitz, so I have to go into my Deoxys defense and take the Flare Blitz very nicely. I was actually debating there whether to stay in, because maybe he might U-turn, but I was thinking, no, that's way too risky, so I have to switch. Thank God I did, and now I go into my Deoxys and it takes a fuck ton from that Germanitan. Germanitan is so powerful, like, I always forget it's UU as well, but it is. But it kills me off with the Flare Blitz. So now he goes into he has a Zen mode Darmanitan, which I found really weird. But that thing has like a lot of defense, if I'm not mistaken, and a very high special attack. But he goes into a Zen mode, but I go into my Scarf Hydreigon, kill it off with the Draco Meteor. I was actually fearing it wouldn't kill because Zen mode Darmanitan does have a high special defense and defense. But it's like 105 or 110, so actually it should kill. But now he goes into Gengar. He goes for the Focus Blast. I go into my Blissey because Blissey can take any special hit really well. And I actually did not take that as well as I would like to. I mean, Gengar is really, really powerful. But now he goes for another Focus Blast. I just stay in, and if I'm not mistaken, I go for the Soft Boil to get my health back, and maybe he could lose life for Recoil. Or do I go for the T-Wave? No, I do go for the T-Wave because I need a Gengar Paralyzed. Gengar is really fast. It can be a really dangerous member on anybody's team. And Gengar is really hard to counter when it has a sub. But this one's actually a life for one, so... I don't know, I'm just rambling here, basically. But now I go into my Raikou knowing that he, I can't do anything. And he gets Parahacks, which kind of sucks, but I don't think he'd kill me anyway. But the thing is, I go T-Bolt, and my T-Bolt doesn't kill, since this is a Calm Mind Raikou, and it doesn't have, like, max special attack invested in it. But with the T-Bolt, my Raikou would be dead by now. But the thing is, I have Scarf Hydreigon, so I'd probably be able to knock it out. Or with even a Scavalier. I think a Scavalier would outspeed Gengar when it's paralyzed. But now it goes into Frostlass, which I find out later is Choice Specs, because Frostlass, I don't know, like, why would Frostlass be Choice Specs? But this one is, so I just go for the Thunderbolt. It, takes half its decent damage, but now he has Curse Body. I mean, it's a legal Dream World, but I could care less. It didn't really affect the outcome of this match too much. So he goes for another Shadow Ball, and I go into my Hydreigon. I'm like, alright, maybe I can take an Ice Beam from Frostlass, because it only has 80 base special attack. But I go for the Fire Blast. He predicts, but he's Choice Spec, so he has to switch out. And I go for the Fire Blast. It takes a lot to the Absol, and he's forced to go for the Sucker Punch because he can't do anything else. So I just killed off with the Fire Blast. But now he goes into his Frostlass. Pretty sure he could kill me off with an Ice Beam. And I think it's Scarfed actually, not Specs, but Scarfed. That because it's doing very little damage to everything. But either way, I go into my Scavalier, and I trap that thing with Pursuit. I thought that was a good prediction on my part. I knew he'd switch, so I just would trap it in with Pursuit, and I kill it off. So now, he goes into his Kingdra, which, if I'm not mistaken, is his last poke, and I stay with my Scavalier, knowing that it basically has done his job. It killed two things. So I just Pursuit this thing, and it does a sizable chunk. I mean, it's kind of disappointing, but it's all it could do. So, he goes off my Scavalier, and takes Life Orb damage. So now I go into my Hydreigon, and I was like, oh, Draco Meteor, I'm gonna win, that's it. But I misclick and hit the Focus Blast, which, it doesn't really make a difference. So he just outrages me and kills off my Hydreigon due to Life Orb. So now I just have to basically Life Orb stall. Oh no, I have a Gallade left that I could just Shadow Sneak to kill it. But since I have a Blissey on my team, I'm like, I'm gonna kill Blissey off, everybody hates Blissey, including me. I only have it because it's a tourney. This is like test for a tourney team, so maybe I was hoping to win a tournament. But that's pretty much what I do. I just let my Blissey die. He dies to Life Orb Recoil, and I win with a sizable 2-0 with my Raikou and my Gallade. So this one's actually against the Sharpedophile, which I found on Quid. Yeah, it was Quid. Mags? No, it was Quetzat. And anyway, he asked for an OU battle, so I like said yes, because I had to test my team, and I don't care if I fight an OU team or a mixed team, I don't care. So I go, lead off with the Deoxys defense, he leads off with a Donphan. I just Toxic to get nice, good residual damage on Donphan, because it's good to have residual damage on Donphan, since it's really physically bulky. So I Toxic it, it's residual damage, and I just go for the spikes, which actually, oh yeah, he gets the crit with Earthquake, which actually, I was like, why did Earthquake do so much? But I realized, oh yeah, that's a crit. But anyway, with this Deoxys, I didn't put rocks on this thing. Like, I was supposed to, but I just never got around to it. So I was stuck with spikes. But it didn't really affect any of my matches that I tested this team with, or the tourney match, actually. So, anyway, he switches out. He goes into his T-Tar. He knows that I'm going to be scared of the T-Tar with Crunch, Pursuit. It could do a hefty chunk. It could actually probably kill me because of Deoxys Defense's low HP stat. So I have to switch out, and I go into my Gallade. Thankfully, he doesn't have the Pursuit, but he makes a double switch into his Empoleon, predicting my switch into something else that I don't even remember. So I get hit by Sandstorm, obviously, and I'm just going to go for the close combat here. I mean, I could have went for the Swords Dance because the switch was so obvious, but thankfully I didn't. I went for the safe move, and I just killed off the Empoleon. Because if I went for Swords Dance, he could have probably killed me or done a lot of damage. So now, Sandstorm. Anyway, now he goes into a Sceptile, which I predict to go for the Leaf Storm, so I go to my Blissey. But he goes to the Leaf Blade, and I'm like, what? And then later I find out that it's actually a Choice Banded Sceptile. Like, who runs that? That's so random. Choice Banded. But, I don't know. It caught me off guard, and it basically almost killed my Blissey. So, now I know I can take a Leaf Blade with my Hydreigon, so I go into it. And Leaf Blade doesn't do much at all. Like, I had a, inkling that it was a Choice Banded because I wasn't seeing Life Orb Recoil or anything. So I go to my Hydreigon, knowing I could outspeed with the Choice Scarf, and I go for the Focus Blast, predicting something to switch in. Actually, no, why would I do that? I should have went for the Fire Blast, but it doesn't matter. I predicted something else to switch in. I didn't think he switched into Bronzong, so that's why I went to Focus Blast. I just forgot what I predicted to switch in. But anyway, Bronzong takes that pretty well, but I switched the hell out, knowing that he's a Gyro Ball, and that could probably kill me. So I go into my Scavalier, and he sets up a Light Screen. And now he, I think he sets up rocks. No, I outspeed the Bronzong and go for the Mega Horn. And that Bronzong had 80% HP. Choice Banded Mega Horn knocks out a Bronzong from 80 HP. That is ridiculous. Man, this Cavalier does work. Look how much that Bronzong can't take that shit. Anyway, I go into my Blissey as fodder, basically, seeing what this Nidoqueen will do. And I obviously take Sandstorm damage, and that Fire Blast does a lot because of sheer force, so I know that Blissey is useless, and I think I let my Blissey off to die. And it dies off to Earth Power. Wow, I'm not even making sense anymore. Anyway, I go into my Hydreigon, because maybe I could go for the Surf or the Draco Meteor, because it's super effective, and Draco Meteor just does a lot. So I want to see how much it does, and it does nothing. I mean, I know Sandstorm raises your special defense, but that does nothing. And he just kills me off with the Ice Beam, and that's it. I was like, holy crap, that does jack shit. So I was thinking that it was a specially defensive Nidoqueen. I mean, obviously it is. So I go into my Gallade, and I go for the Ice Punch because... Oh no, he switches out while I still do go for the Ice Punch. He fodders out his Donphan. Because I'm not going to Swords Dance because... the Nidoqueen will Earth Power me or Fire Blast me, do a lot of damage, maybe possibly even kill me, because, I mean, I know Gallade is a lot of special bulk, but it won't be able to do much. I mean, it won't be able to live much because of its HP. So, I Ice Punch again. I was kind of, fearing it wouldn't kill this thing because of how much it did, so probably it was between min-max damage variations that I killed it. I keep getting hit by Sandstorm, though. But now he goes into Sceptile. I know that my Gallade... I know I need to save my Gallade, so I go into my Scavalier. And I actually think I predicted the Leaf Blade. So, here I have to make a vital prediction. I'm like, he has to switch. He's going to predict the Mega Horn and switch into a Nidoqueen. So I'm going to go for the Iron Head, catch the Nidoqueen off guard, and maybe do a lot of damage. And Bandit Scavalier, you are a god. Look at that. Kills it off with an Iron Head. So now he goes into a Sceptile, and I'm like, since you have, you're banded, you're not gonna have a fire move. So I'm just going to go for the Iron Head and kill the Sceptile off as well. So now all he has left is this Tyranitar, and I'm like, a Scavalier, you did your job. You killed 3 things. You are amazing, killing things off, so much damage. You did great. So I just let it die off to a T-Bolt from this Tyranitar. So I just switch in my Gallade, and I'm going to go for the close combat and knock out the T-Tar. And if I'm not mistaken, that will be a good game. So, wait, was it? I don't even remember. No, it is a good game. So, that was a great game, Sharpedophile and Sargentstorms. I'll leave both their links in the description. And, that was probably a 3-0 for me in the Sharpedophile match. But, I hope you guys liked this match. Leave a comment if you like. But, leave a comment, leave a like, leave a rating. I don't know. Do whatever you want. But, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.